A woman known as the Long Island Medium is headed to Louisville in a couple of weeks, and Theresa Caputo joins us this morning through Zoom. Thanks for being here.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you today. Hey, I want to ask you first about how all of this works. I saw where you said that you communicate with the dead, but do you also read living people too?
Yeah, so I always say that I use my gift for helping people move forward with their life after the loss of a loved one. And I struggled with that for many years. I can't tell you how it works. It just starts to happen. I wish it was something really cool, but I just start to sense and feel things that mean absolutely nothing to me, but are life-changing to the person that I'm speaking to.
So when did you realize that you could do all this?
So I've been seeing spirits since I'm 4. So for me, it's been normal to see someone standing at the foot of my bed at night, hear someone speak to me in a room, and there was no one else in the room but myself. And growing up, I would always say, I don't feel right. I feel different than everyone else. And then it wasn't until later in my 20s that I discovered that not only that I had the ability, which I believe we all have that ability, to connect with our own departed loved ones, I just had the ability to sense everyone's loved ones.
Wow. How awesome that we get to see that in these performances that you're doing. For the folks who are planning to come out to your show or considering going, what can they expect you to do there? Are you out in the crowd, or are the people, the participants there who come to the show?
Yeah, so what happens is I come out on the stage, I give a little quick speech on how I read and communicate with the souls of the departed. And once I start sensing and feeling things, I allow the souls to guide me around the space. I have cameras that follow me around, big screen set up. So no matter where I am in the theater or you're seated, you will be able to see these messages being delivered up close and personal. It's crazy because I stop in front of someone and they're like, I didn't come here to get read. I just drove my wife. And meanwhile, they leave with life-changing messages.
Yeah, that's amazing. I have to ask, since we're talking, are you sensing anything here?
No, not at the moment.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, listen, I always say this. What I do is so much not about believing in mediums. I want people to believe in themselves. I want them to know that they still have their own connection with their departed loved ones, that the things that they sense and feel are real, that it's not their imagination, and that there truly is an afterlife. And I also learned that not everyone needs or wants to hear from their departed loved ones.
Speaking of naysayers, I'm sure that you've heard from your fair share of those. How do you convince them otherwise?
Listen, that's not my job to convince anyone. I will never try to prove or defend my gift. And I respect it. I get it. Trust me, I am the first one to say that how can someone communicate with someone that has died? But in the same breath, how could I sense and feel things that there's no way I would know about and say to a perfect stranger? And I actually, believe it or not, I actually had my brain tested by a world-renowned brain expert, and he actually read my brain while I was channeling. And it shows that I somehow I am able to access a part of my brain that we typically don't. And when I'm channeling, my brain shows no activity. So I don't know. I have no explanation. I don't know how it works. I was born this way, and what I do changes people's lives, and in a lot of cases, it gives people their life back.
That certainly is an incredible testimony. I have to ask one more question.
Sure.
Where did the influence of the hairstyle come from?
I guess it was Farrah Fawcett. You know, I had the posters back in the 70s, her and Scott Baio in my room.
Oh, it's so Long Island, you know, you fit it perfectly.
I love my hair. I always have. My hair's always been like this. So it has gotten higher and longer over the years.
The higher the hair, the closer to God, or the spirits in this case, huh?
That's right.
All right, Theresa, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. You can catch Theresa Caputo live, The Experience, on Saturday, October 26th at the Louisville Palace. Thank you again.
Thanks so much.